Taylor Barnard, what a talent we have on our hands with Taylor Barnard. And obviously this is a big talk point. I know lots of you will want to talk about Taylor Barnard. Now, I'm going to throw this out there, right? I think he could be the first driver. Well, is it true? Because we had Nick de Vries. I'm going to say he's going to be the first driver.
And Pierre.
And Pierre slightly, but Pierre doesn't really count.
Pierre didn't really count, yeah.
How do we frame this? I think he might get a seat in Formula 1 one day. I think he might be one that goes from Formula E to and be consistent in Formula 1. However, there's a long way to go in this process. If he continues his trajectory, I honestly think Zach Brown's got to be looking at some FP1 appearances for him across the season, because this boy is unreal. To do what he is doing, to have 3 podiums in 4 races in your first season is incredible in this series.
Yeah. Again, this is something that I said on in commentary the other day. I think if he wins I don't think it's if, it's when he wins a race. When he wins a race, and if he fights for the title this year, Zach has got to reward him with at least an FP1, because he deserves it. Because so far he's been incredible. Now, this is something that I think we've mentioned before, but I'm gonna do a little reveal thing here. So I mentioned that I did in Madrid a predictions thing with some other journalists.
Oh, yes. Are you going to tell one of your 4 predictions? I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Was it that he was going to get a podium or he was going to get a win?
Yes. I said he was going to get a podium.
Oh, so it's already happened.
I got it in Sao Paulo. He's had 3 and 4. It's mental.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so...
I knew he was good. Like, when he finished 7th in Valencia last season when we were there in testing, and I remember saying to you and Jasmine, I was like, he's going to be amazing, this kid. This kid he's going to be amazing. And to see his fruition and that come to fruition at this precise moment. Like, he's arguably the best Formula E rookie there has ever been at this precise moment. Like, I can't think of...
I'm trying to think. We can't like count anyone in season 1.
No, of course.
But
like, if you think like right, Sasha Fenestraz, Jake Hughes, yeah, they did well. Yes, they did well. But they didn't do this well.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a pole position. So Sasha Fenestraz did that. It's so incredible.
They never had the consistency that Taylor has had so far. I didn't really see how his weekend in Mexico City went. But Sao Paulo, you could say that there was a hint of luck, but this weekend was just pure pace, every session that mattered. And yeah, he's the youngest pole sitter in Formula E. He's the youngest podium finisher in Formula E. It wouldn't surprise me if he becomes the youngest winner and youngest champion, but that's still down the road to come for him.
It's still down the road. It could happen this season with that Nissan powertrain, although I do think it's in Oliver Rowland's hands at the moment. But if Nissan, obviously, we're going to have another season where it's just a continuation of this season, next season, where the hardware stays the same, the software improves. Obviously, Porsche will still be strong, but Nissan will be there again. And with a full year's experience going in the next season, Taylor Barnard, he could be unstoppable next year, honestly. And as I said, and if he's scoring wins, if he's not being looked, and even if teams, but it's a different skill set. That's my only concern, right? It's like, if we drop Max Verstappen into a Formula E car, let's say he does a rookie test, would a Mitch Evans, would a Sam Bird, would they actually, when they do their practice, be faster than Max Verstappen? Because it takes time to get up to speed with it. It's a different skill set. That's my only worry, is like, yeah, he's got raw pace, he's got raw talent, but then going to F1 is a completely different... That's the only thing that scares me and worries me about him, because I think he deserves a shot, for sure. At this rate, it's like, if I'm an F1 driver, I'm like, right, if I'm an F1 team principal, I'm like, right, you're on my short list. If you keep doing what you're doing, I'm looking at you. So I'm hoping this time we are joined by Ali.
Hello, is it working this
It
time?
is
Yes.
working this time. You just jumped
Oh
away, and
god.
then we got scared. Maybe you didn't want to come on the show, so I just had to double
Oh
check
god.
with the production
No, I
team.
don't. I don't know what happened. I think it's because I had my phone connected to the voice, but I've got Discord open on my laptop, so I think
Okay.
it just pooed itself.
Yeah, I might have done, but at least, look, you're here now. What would you like to talk about?
Oh god. I mean, first off, McLaren. As a big
Yep.
McLaren fan, I've been in pieces the whole weekend.
Good, for good reasons,
Have you come
thankfully.
down from the
Good
ceiling?
reasons. Good reasons. Not quite, and I don't think I will. Oh, it's incredible. Just from the fact that like we started off the season so well, and at first I wasn't sure if it was just like a Formula E blip.
Yep.
We've had a really good race because everybody else has had a really bad race, but it sort of carried on. That Mexico wasn't perfect, but then in Jeddah, like, obviously with Barnard, just pole, two podiums, and Bird, he wasn't far off behind, and he had his own like share of bad luck and everything. But
Yeah.
I just think it's absolutely incredible that Barnard's second in the championship. We've got three podiums so far this year, a pole position, and there was like a genuine chance of a race win as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I expect him to win a race this season. It's not.
Oh, 100%.
It's not like I expect him the way that he started. I expect him to win a race. I don't know what you think, Pico.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible, and I think there is a sort of yeah, it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
It's and I'm not saying that that's going to be this year. It might be next year, but it
But
is
I'm
very,
saying this season. He's going to win a
yeah,
race this season.
yeah,
I'm not saying next
yeah,
season. For me, it's
it,
this
it,
season.
it could be this season, and yeah, he's been incredible, and there is. And at the moment, who would have thought he is the only person other than Oliver Rowland that can leave Miami with the championship lead?
It's,
That's wild.
Oh,
it is incredible.
that's incredible.
Do you think Taylor Barnard, right? Do you think he could get an F1 seat? Do you think he's good enough to do well, maybe win a championship one day, or win multiple races if he doesn't win a championship? Do you think Zach Brown? He's 20 years old. Do you think Zach Brown might think, what, this kid might... I'm not saying he replaces Lando and Oscar at this precise moment, because them two are on fire, but, a little loan move down to Williams, or a loan move somewhere else, that, do you think it could happen, or do you think he's just going to be stuck in FE?
I
Not
don't
like being
want
stuck
to
in
say
FE's bad.
impossible. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't want to say it's impossible because I don't think it is. I just think it's far-fetched.
Okay.
But then saying that, like you've seen in the last year how many driver changes we've had, so never say never. I think it's a case of I love to say it, I've said it on Twitter quite a lot. McLaren forgets they've got a Formula E team. You see, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think his way up would be through McLaren, through the Formula One team. It could happen. I could eat my words, and I'd be very happy to eat my own words on this matter. But I think if it's going to happen, it would be like a Rogue Williams seat, or like a Rogue, what are they called? Audi.
Alpine, or Alpine, or
yeah, who knows?
Haas, Audi,
Cadillac.
whatever Sauber are when they become Audi.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Ed, the combination of the words Sauber and Audi is Saudi. So.
Yeah. Never mind.
But yeah. Do you think do you think that he deserves a seat for
Oh, definitely.
or for FP1?
Oh, 100%. I really, really, really hope they give him one because I always love to see Pato in the car. I always love to see him driving the rookie sessions. But I do hope they give Barnard even just one, like a Rogue One at Silverstone or something.
Yep.
I would really hope they would give him just one session because I mean they've got they had to do 4 rookie sessions.
Yeah.
Yes,
next year in
F1.
F1?
It's for this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that it's for, but yeah.
So even more reason to potentially put Taylor Barnard in that car.
I still maintain